Welcome to In a Nutshell, the series where I break down old school RuneScape content and deliver the key information you need to get started. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about Solo Corporeal Beast. Whether you're looking to learn Corp for the first time, or just want a quick refresher on what actually matters, this guide will give you everything you need to know in a nutshell. If you're sleeping on Corporeal Beast, you're leaving insane loot on the table. Corp's base loot alone is absolutely cracked. We're talking drops like 2,000 cannonballs, 175 onyx bolts, 10 Ranar seed, and that is honestly just the tip of the iceberg. I could sit here and list every single drop he has, but we'd be here all day. So honestly, just check the drop table out for yourself. You'll see exactly why Corp is still one of the most rewarding bosses in the game. And that's before we even talk about the real reason people grind this boss, the uniques. First up, the Spectral Spirit Shield. This thing is huge for fights like Cerberus, where it deals with the brutal prayer drain. It's also great at Nex, thanks to its solid magic defense. Next, the Arcane Spirit Shield. This is a key ingredient for making the best magic offhand in the entire game, or at the very least, the second best offhand if you're not upgrading it. Either way, it's a massive upgrade for any mage setup. And then the big one, the Elysian Spirit Shield. Arguably one of the tankiest shields in all of old school RuneScape with a 25% damage reduction. This thing is absolutely insane and one of the best options for solo Armadillo, hands down. So yeah, between the ridiculous base loot and some of the most iconic uniques in the game, Corporeal Beast is still an absolute monster when it comes to rewards. If you're thinking about learning Corp or grinding it long term, this boss can seriously pay off. Alright, so this is where Corp gets a little tricky. Unfortunately, the requirements to kill Corp aren't low. You're going to need some pretty solid gear, and for this specific method, you'll need high-end gear. I tried to keep the requirements as low as possible, but the reality is Corp just isn't one of those bosses. The upside though, once you meet these requirements, you'll know you're fully ready to start. So let's talk gear. The following items are non-negotiable for this method. You're going to need Dragon Warhammer, Voidwaker, Ring of Suffering, Blood Fury, Osmond's Fang, and an ornate rejuvenation pool in your POH. If you have all of these, I'm going to assume you have a decent understanding of the game, so to keep the guide short and to the point, we're not going to deep dive every single setup variation. Instead, let's talk about gear upgrades you should consider to speed up kills from here. Keep in mind, you can substitute these based on what you have available. These are not required, but they make a noticeable difference. I cannot stress this enough, guys. You can substitute for what you have available. So with that being said, let's talk about magic defense gear. You have three options. You have Missouri, Carols, or Dragonhide. And then, for strength gear, things like Rancor Amulet or Torture, Primordial Boots or Echo Boots, Avernic Defender or Dragon Defender, Altor Ring or Berserker Ring, Fire Cape or Infernal Cape, Barrow's Gloves or Ferocious Gloves, Helm of Nezi or Torva Helmet. You're probably going to notice that the optional gear list here is all over the place. That's intentional. Outside of the core requirements, every upgrade simply speeds up your kills. But with Corp, it's just not about raw DPS. Corp is a unique boss, probably one of the only bosses in the game where defense matters, and every upgrade helps more than you'd expect, not just in damage, but in consistency and survivability. So, what's the strategy? Honestly, guys, it's very simple. Unlike Chicken Corp, where you lower his defense all the way to 0 after 5 to 10 minutes of specking, this method is much faster. For this setup, we're going to spec 3 to 4 times with the Dragon Warhammer. After that, Corp's defense is low enough that the Fang barely misses, which is what enables these fast kills. You want your inventory to look something like what's on screen. Once again, I'll emphasize this, you need to swap gear based on what's available to you. As you can see on screen, this is the start of a kill. We begin by specking Corp 3 to 4 times with the Dragon Warhammer. Once his defense is lowered, you do the following. You eat an anglerfish to boost your HP to 120. You spec Corp twice with the Voidwaker while wearing your strength gear and summon your thrall. Equip your Blood Fury, Echo Boots, and Altor Ring, then continue attacking Corp. Make sure your recoil effects are turned on. If your HP drops below 40, teleport back to your house, restore your special attack at the ornate pool, use a games necklace to teleport straight back to Corp. This part is incredibly important. Every second you're out of the cave, Corp is healing, so you need to get back as fast as possible. From here, you simply repeat this process over and over until Corp is dead. That's it. No drawn out prep, no zero defense grind, just efficient specs, fast resets, and consistent kills. Now there is one last crucial part of the fight we need to cover, the dark core. For this method, we're going to kill the core one single time. After that, it will never respawn again. To do this, you'll want to copy exactly what you see on screen. Once the core spawns, let it land. Then step one tile to the left or right. From there, attack the core and immediately click one tile away. What happens is if the core dies, it will then try to teleport to the tile that you stood to when you attacked, meaning it dies in mid-air, which causes it to glitch out and never respawn again. The key here is the core dying in mid-air. If this doesn't happen, it will respawn and you will have to do this all over again. At that point, the fight is completely controlled. No more core, just kill the corp and you're done. As always, a massive thank you for watching. If this guide helped you out, consider dropping a like, subscribing, and I'll catch you in my next OSRS video. I'll leave a showcase here at the end of the video so you can watch a full kill play out, and then you can consider if this is a method that you'd like to do or not. Best of luck on your sigils.